Hello, one and all. Welcome to another episode of MMA Vision Analysis. This one, we're talking Robert Whittaker's comments on Khamzat Chimaev's chances of defeating Dricus specifically, and vice versa. We're going to talk about Robert Whittaker's comments. Before getting started, make sure to like, subscribe, click that notification to get all of it that is new from this channel, your channel, the one and only MMA Vision Analysis. Robert Whittaker talks about Khamzat Chimaev, and he talks about Khamzat Chimaev's chances of defeating both Strickland and Dricus. He believes out of the two, Dricus would be the tougher fight for Chimaev, just because Dricus is known to withstand the pressure and just make it through the storm, sort of say. And it's been known about Chimaev that he tires out in later rounds, and holes in his game do appear in later rounds. That's what Whittaker thinks, and if you stop and think about it, that is precisely the case. Despite a fantastic last performance against Whittaker last time around, obviously, but that's when Chimaev is locked in to a certain game plan. But Chimaev sometimes sways away from his game plan. And to me, that's when he gets in trouble. There are two fights, his last two fights in the welterweight division. If I'm not mistaken, they were his last two fights. The very last one, I believe, at welterweight was against the former champion Khamaev, which, as that fight graduated, especially in the last round of that fight, Usman was actually able to catch Chimaev, and perhaps if the momentum had proceeded in that way, and there were like an extra round or something, then or if it was a five, I don't remember if it was a 3 or 4 5-round fight, in all honesty, but if it was a 5-round, I think it was a 3-round fight against Kamaru. But if it was a 5-round fight, then Chimaev would have been in trouble. I could be mistaken. It probably was a 5-round fight. But the one against Gilbert Burns, if I'm not mistaken, was a 3-round fight. And Gilbert Burns showed a lot of holes in Chimaev's game. But like I said, that's when Chimaev kind of sways away from his game plan. But when we're talking about Dricus, Robert Whittaker is absolutely right. The guy doesn't just go away, and he has the ability to absorb the pressure, and then perhaps in later rounds, Chimaev would be in trouble against a Dricus, even though a fight against Sean Strickland would be just as dangerous, just because there's the back and forth between the two. So I feel as if those two might have something to prove to one another. So both fights will be fantastic to watch, in all honesty. That's what I'm saying. If you made it this far, appreciate you for sticking around. Please let me know in the comments, like, subscribe for more.